Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing today?
It's Friday.
Hopefully you've recovered from last night, Carl.
That's going to be a work in progress. Now, full disclosure, I'm having some contact issues this morning. So a red eye does not mean anything other than just a contact problem this morning, I promise. Though there may be some videos floating out there that may appear to differ what I'm saying, but it's not. It is just a faulty contact. So if I'm winking a lot, don't take it personally, okay? Hope y'all have had a great week. Good to see so many faces that I saw last night. Thank y'all for being here, and those who could join the gala last night, thank you very much. We had a good time, but we'll be recovering, won't we, BT? Anyway, give me a chuckle this morning. This is why you turn your phone around so comments don't flash up on your screen. Anyway, all right, welcome to Coffee with Carl. Let's hit a few things and then we'll open it up. Interesting week this week. I have to say, Bo Cofield was at the gala last night. I was talking to him. Fortunately, the hospitals are seeing a nice reprieve from the volume. But as he mentioned 3-4 weeks ago with us, what has not changed is the fact that those that are in the hospital are sicker than they've ever been before, right? Not just COVID patients, but if you're in the hospital, you're sick. And even with non-COVID stuff, the people are even sicker. So, which is very interesting. I can't wait to read why that happens. But anyway, glad to see that. But be that as it may, the city re-up the mask ordinance for 60 days. So just be on the lookout for that. That'll expire, I think, December 5th, if I remember correctly. So anyway, we actually had an interesting meeting on Tuesday. We had our monthly issues meeting, and we had candidates for City of Columbia City Council. Both the contested races were represented there today. Were represented on Tuesday. There was some good conversation, and there was, in fact, Anna just threw it up on the screen in the chat box, but there's a recording on our website, and she gave a link to it as well for those that want to catch up on who's running. I will say, without picking and choosing sides here, there are a lot of elections where you look at who's running, you scratch your head and say, this is all we got. I may have said that the last presidential election, but be that as it may. I mean, but in this particular situation, we are very fortunate. We've got multiple qualified people to run for city council, and which is in both races. And so we did not invite the unopposed candidate this time, just because we only had a short window of opportunity to talk. But I will take, that was my takeaway, that we were very blessed right now, and to see the number of people are engaged in the political process and that want to serve City of Columbia. So, but if you want to learn more about it, check out the chat box or go to the website under news, and you'll see the video link. One thing I am concerned about coming up, I mean, we've got two and a half weeks. Richland 1 has a significant election to be held the week before the general. So the last Tuesday of October, there's going to be an election for an at-large school district seat for Richland 1. And that has tons of significance to that election. But we're not really talking about it. So there are a couple articles in the local newspapers about who's running. I was trying to find some websites or something to link to y'all today, but I couldn't find it. So I'm gonna keep searching around. I know a couple folks that are running. Jim Manning used to be on county council, is running, as well as Robert Lominack, who's a very smart guy, who has studied schools for a long time. So, but I got to learn more about the other candidates as well. So we'll get that to you. While we're sticking with the election theme, we've got the 18th. We're going to have a mayoral forum to be held right on USC campus. Delighted that the chair, former Leadership Columbia grad, but also chair of the political science department, Kurt Mendoza. For those that don't know Kurt, he's also known as the Vog at the gala. That's voice of God, where it just pipes in that, got a great radio voice there, Rich. But Kurt's going to moderate that mayoral forum, so we're excited to have him join us for that. We're going to have a bunch of political science students there to ask some questions because I do think this mayoral election has some significance. So all 4 candidates will be there on the 18th. We were going to stream it live as well. So we're asking you to register just so we know who's coming. And if you have questions, you can send them when you register. But you can register in person or you can register for the event. So, and you have to get the link. So anyway, register for that on the 18th. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We picked that time hopeful that we could get some news outlets to join us. Anyway, all right, let's see what else is going on. All right, crazy that, well, let me say, last thing in politics, I was appreciative of the Democrats and the Republicans up in Congress finally getting a deal done, even though it's a 2-month deal, just to get the debt stuff done and taken care of. And so showdown in December, shocker. Just weird stuff, and then I'll open it up for the news of the day. I have no idea what Squid Game is, like none. But if you have a pair of Vans slip-on shoes, 7,800% increase in their sales this week because of some show I've never heard of. That's amazing. So if you have worn or are wearing Vans slip-ons, you're a trendsetter. Congratulations. Hey, Rich, 1947, Harry S. Truman had the first White House televised news conference on this date in 1947. Uniquely, it was on to address the world food crisis going on in 1947. 1969, on October 8th, Monty Python's Flying Circus debuted. Crazy. And my man, Steve Miller, if you don't know Steve Miller, 78 years old today. That's crazy. All right, I'm opening up because I've had a long week. What's going on with y'all? How's business for y'all? Coffee break. Come on.
Hey, Carl, this is Adam at Sound and Images. I just want to say thank you for last night. And there's no video of anyone dancing on this phone up on stage with the TAMs or anything. So I won't mention that, but it was an awesome time. And as far as events, we're seeing an uptick, and we're doing virtual, hybrid, in person. We have a memorial service for the Richland County Bar Association today at 12. And anyway, so just from the event side of things and commercial installation, we're starting to stay busier, still having cancellations, but anyway, just thanks again for last night. It was an awesome time, and really appreciate it. Ashley put on an awesome show, and Meg and your whole team. Hillary, Anna, everybody. Thank you.
The team did a phenomenal job, no doubt about it. So hit delete on the video. Thank you. What else?
Yeah, Adam, you promised you'd on video, but did you go live on Facebook?
No, ma'am, I didn't do that. And I do notice that it's hard to see anybody from the chamber. They're all there except Henry. The video is off on everyone. I don't know what that means, but anyway, just a note.
For the record, I was the first to leave.
And for the record,
I didn't ask any questions after that.
for the record, Adam, we just cleaned out all the cars, so we're all here and working. So thank y'all all. Great.
I know you're working. I know you're working.
I do want to say we had a great yesterday. The governor's commanders briefing was held yesterday and really impactful to our community, but also statewide. They had all the military installations around South Carolina were in Columbia yesterday to brief the governor on everything that's going on their individual posts. Great feedback from Shaw, McIntyre, and Fort Jackson, and what they're doing and how they're going to continue to try to expand their missions, but also a lot of challenges that they're having as well on Fort Jackson. One, finding employees like everybody else. They're struggling to find a lot of, primarily because of government pay bands have been set low, and so trying to get those adjusted to actually, when McDonald's is paying higher than what they're paying at Jackson, you're gonna have to do something. So but that's a challenge, and that's what we're seeing, this market correction that we've been talking about. But anyway, that was pretty impressive to see that much metal and uniforms yesterday. That we're lucky in our state to have that much military leadership, and so it was kind of them to come to Columbia. But I'm sure it's on ETV. But if y'all want to listen, but all of them it's actually like a mantra. For 2 years ago they were complaining heavily on education or lack thereof in some parts of the state, and all of them have addressed that this year and saying they've made some strides. So it's actually kind of cool to see solutions being built into some individual bases as it relates to local education and infrastructure. So anyway, sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. What else is going on? Brian Taylor, just because you got me flustered this morning, how's business?
No, everything's hitting on all cylinders. I just got back from a big conference out in Kansas City. Meet a lot of different folks in the industrial market. It's interesting to listen to the way different places do their business of recruiting and how they work. And one thing that stuck out to me as I talked to somebody from Maryland, a guy who ran the Maryland Department of Commerce, or the Department of Commerce, he basically said that every month they have the governor basically created a subcommittee, and this subcommittee, they have every department head meet with the economic development team to discuss potential projects and barriers and how they can overcome them. I just thought it was a neat way to work, and they're very diverse state. They're fairly liberal, but got a conservative governor, and just it was interesting to hear how that guy's pulled everybody in, and everybody pulls in the same direction on economic development. So it's just kind of enlightening and to hear how they do it. It sounds like some stuff we need to do. You could do it. You can implement that locally, and you can implement that statewide. It was just a good concept of how they all pull together and how well it's worked for them so far. So that was just my little takeaway from the week.
Great, thank you. By the way, Brian's with Miller Valentine here in town. All right, what else? What else is shaking?
Hey, Carl, if I could.
Absolutely.
I just explained that the Inclement Weather Center will open again this year on 1 November. So businesses that have homeless folks, the temperature starts to drop at night, some in October, but more radically in November. And it opens every night. It's 40 degrees or colder. So starting that Monday, November 1st, the center will be opened. People need to tell folks to go to the Comet bus station and get on Route 7. Route 7 is free. It takes people down there starting at 5:45. The last bus is at 7 o'clock. After that, the police sort of do stuff, but I'll let the police talk to what they can and can't do. They always want people to get on the bus so they don't have to drive people down there at 10 o'clock at night. So again, 1 November, the Inclement Weather Center is open. And usually the last, I'm saying this because at the latter part of October, I started getting a lot of questions and people are starting to say, hey, it's getting cold. Cold for the Inclement Weather Center is 40 degrees or colder. That's when it opens. So thank you.
Or otherwise known as half of where we are this week.
Yeah, it's got to get colder.
It will get colder. We sure know that. But it hadn't felt like fall yet. Thanks for that, Craig. What else? Anyone? Kevin Wade, how's business?
Let me unmute myself.
Yeah.
Business is good. Business is good. Good morning. First off, I want to say happy birthday, Henry. I actually told me they were about to pull you up on the stage last night. And I didn't realize that when I saw you that it was your birthday. So happy birthday. I thought the venue last night was great. Change of pace from what we've done in the past. Nice. I like the open air. The food was great. And being able to hang out outside there towards the end, nice too.
Good.
Business is good. We're constantly warning people about cybersecurity threats. We're doing a lot now these days with trying to train employees to be able to spot that kind of thing because they're the weakest link. So phishing emails and other social, not just social media, but social maneuvering of employees to get at the goodie is a problem in some cases. So just trying to educate. But yeah, overall, this year's actually been good, even though we've had some ups and downs with people being able to gather and people being willing or unwilling to meet with us sometimes, depending on the spikes in COVID and the Delta variant. But a good year.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, and thanks again for coming last night.
A little sleepy-eyed today.
What's that?
A little sleepy-eyed today, but worth it.
Thank goodness for my contact messing up. See, Leanna, how you doing? How's business?
Business is great. You know, we're back. You know, our meeting space is rocking and people are definitely traveling again. You could tell the city of Columbia is picking back up because people are coming in. You could tell people are excited to gather again. Our wedding parties have just been insane. You know, wedding parties that are picking up 10, 20, 30, 40 rooms a night. You know, adding on welcome receptions, adding on farewell brunches, meetings before meetings. You know, people are excited to be back together. And I think last night was a true testament to that. I'll echo Kevin. You know, it's really fun to get all dolled up and have a nice dinner and, you know, all that fun stuff. But last night was just fun. The vibe was great. The venue was great. Shannon and her team did a great job. Your team did a phenomenal job. So yeah, you know, from a hotel standpoint, I love this time of year. Football is rocking. Students are on campus. On campus is buzzing. So yeah, all is well here. And I stepped in officially as the new chair for the diplomat program. I see you, Ann. Hey, girl. So yeah, the diplomats, you know, we're back meeting in person for now, which is great, you know, getting together and have a little fellowship and talk shop. We've redone the way that we're reaching out to partners. Trying to make it a little easier for you guys. Nobody likes just to be stopped in on, you know, we don't have necessarily time for that all day. So we've kind of streamlined our process to be able to reach out to you quickly and provide you with the resources to quickly communicate back to us if you need anything, if the chamber can do anything for you, if we as members of the community can do anything for you. So hopefully if you see myself or Ann or any of the rest of us land in your inbox, you can respond to that and let us know what we can do to help. So all is great.
Thank you. I do want to give a shout out to, did he just go away? He just went off camera. Tim James. Hey, from the illustrious Casey West Columbia Chamber. Hey, glad to see you again this morning. He joined us last night, so thank you for doing that. Things are going well on your side of the river.
Thank you, Carl. Thanks for the invite last night. We truly enjoyed being there with everybody. And unlike Adam, I can't say that I don't have a video, because I do. I've got a video of Carl and of Henry, and we might all see it again soon. I don't know. I think Carl might have invited the TAMs in just to be able to show the TAMs how to dance, because Carl's did a great job. Things are good over in Casey West Columbia, Springdale area. And just by the invite of Carl and you guys having us over last night just shows that we recognize that businesses have no boundaries and we work together very well. We might have a river, but we've got bridges too. So we want to make sure that all the businesses do great on both sides of that river. Thank you, Carl.
Absolutely. Good to see you, my friend. All right, Richard, thanks for the comment in the chat. Glad to see you again this week, Richard. All right, anyone else?
Good morning, Carl. This is Lynn.
Hey, good morning, friend.
How's everybody? I just wanted to echo what you said about the candidates for the various county council seats. If you guys get a chance to watch that, that was awesome. And I echo what you say about the quality of the candidates that we have. So it's going to be a tough decision. But if you guys get a chance to watch that session, it's outstanding. And you guys did a great job, Carl. And thank you all for doing that.
I am a little worried. There's some polling out there that shows that potentially this could be the lowest turnout of any election, and which is alarming and scary and a lot of other descriptive words. But we're going to most likely have a election on the 2nd of November and then a runoff 2 weeks later. I think we've got 7 people in that race for at-large council race, and then we have 3 people running in a tightly contested, 4 people running for mayor, and so the likelihood of getting 50+1 is slim in 2 of the 3 races. So most likely we'll have a runoff, and so that means an engagement. We got to remember Richland won election the week before. Then we've got an election for city elections, and then 2 weeks later. So voter fatigue will probably set in, but their consequences are significant. So it's important that we stay on top of it. So, all right. Anybody got a good little last pearl of wisdom for us before we start the weekend?
Hi, I'm Laurie Rao with Motocross Looking Business Academy.
Hey, Laurie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I represent Vanessa Mota and the Academy. We have 2 major celebrations coming up this next week, and one is the South Carolina Latino Business Day proclamation. We're going to be on the steps of the State House during the day from 12 to 1, and then we're going to have a private event in the evening from 6 to 8, invitation only. By invitation only, I apologize. And that's where we have proclamations from the city of West Columbia, the state of South Carolina, and the city of Columbia proclaiming October 15th, 2021 as South Carolina Latino Business Day. So we're pretty proud of that. And we wanted to make sure that the Friday event is open to the public, the 12 to 1 event out in the at the State House. And then November 1st, we are having our open house for our business well-being. So that's coming up. That's again here in West Columbia. So Yeah, we're pretty exciting about some of the things we have going on.
That's great. Well, that's good stuff. And thanks for joining this morning. We really appreciate it. Rebecca, I was about to call on you.
I just took myself off mute.
How you doing?
Good, good. We're busy at the Red Cross. We've had even though we've dodged some bullets here in South Carolina, we've had a really busy disaster season again. And COVID just makes it that much more difficult. But our real push right now, we are in an emergency appeal for blood again. We don't have enough blood to for the hospitals for the needs. And so we're really encouraging. We have a lot of cancellations from businesses that are not, you know, their employees aren't there full time, so they're not holding the blood drives. So we, just ask that people look for blood drives in the community. I'm excited. Susan and I have been working on the Battle of the Branches. This is the second year we'll be doing that on November the 5th. So we'll give opportunity for people to come in and vote for their favorite branch of military. And I think Army won last year. So Kevin Schweda was, even more proud than he normally is to be able to have some bragging rights there, but really encourage people to look on our website and find blood drives to come out and donate blood. It's really an easy process. And if you're interested in hosting one with us, we'd love to partner with you, but it's pretty scary right now. The lowest numbers that we've had since about 2015, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Give blood.
Yes.
Hey, Rebecca. Hey, y'all. This is Susan from the zoo. Nice to see everybody this morning. This is my first coffee with Carl. So
woo, welcome.
Hey, Rebecca, there might be an opportunity for the zoo to partner with you all. So if you wanted to reach out to me, maybe we could set up a time to get together and discuss a potential opportunity.
That'd be great.
Awesome.
Yeah, we've done them here at the hotel and have offered like small incentives and the students, I mean, you give a free coffee with the donation of blood and the students will wander right in. So
yeah, awesome. We really appreciate the partnerships. That's how we do it. It's one of the things we can't manufacture in a lab is blood. So we count on donors to supply us. So thank you.
Making connections.
That's what it's all
early
about.
In the morning on a Friday. I love it. Great. Thanks, Susan.
Carl,
yes.
I did have a question. Susan, how is the zoo doing?
We're actually doing really well. Attendance has been great, and fortunately, we've not had too much to deal with from Mother Nature, but just like everyone else, we are having some issues with staffing. So really hiring those frontline workers, our attractions teams, our guest relations teams, grounds and housekeeping, those are the areas that we are really having some challenges with right now. But overall, the atmosphere is really good. And again, attendance has been really good. So even with school going back in, we're ahead of budget. So that has been really nice. So thank you for asking. But yeah, just send some positive vibes our way. But so far, so good.
Where should one go to apply for the positions that are available?
Our website, down at the very bottom of the homepage, there's a section called Career Opportunities, and that'll take you to what you need to know.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and as Anna just dropped in the chat too, you can go on the partner portal and post. We push that as diplomats a lot. You can go in there and post hot deals, job openings, news stories, and the chamber can push that out for you.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Hey, Rebecca, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I had somebody ask me a question. I'm going to pass it on to you. Not to throw a political bomb in this, but what is has American Red Cross made any determination of whether to take vaccines? I mean, blood from vaccinated, non-vaccinated, does it matter?
Generally, no. As long as you know what vaccine you received, it would not deter you from receiving. As long as you feel good, we don't want somebody coming in that obviously might have COVID, but since it is not a bloodborne, the vaccine will not limit.
No interference at all. All right. Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Guys, this has been fun. I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. We will be back here next Friday. For those that are new, Susan, thank you for being here today. We look forward to catching up next week. Don't forget, get your vaccinations and always drive in the right lane. All right, see y'all later. Enjoy the weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers. Take care, guys.